Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. You're just going to see me for a minute because I have to show you the sink. And come on in, make yourself comfortable wherever you are, and we're going to just enjoy Valentine's together for a short while. Now, we got a few things planned, ending with a view of the box to protect the orchid in traveling, and a plant tour, orchids and plants. So first we have to do this because I am very neglectful of my lucky bamboo. Now, it kind of hides in a darker part of the living room. I got this bamboo plant May 5th, 2018, and I did a video on it because we went to a garage sale and I got this plant free. She had a bunch of plants on her patio. She said, take what you want. I probably could have took more, but for some reason I zeroed in on this bamboo plant, which did not look as good as it does now, even though this is neglected, and I'll tell you about that. So the lucky part was I got this beautiful necklace. It was tied around the plant. It was all black, and it's silver. And I love it. I wear it all the time. It says Bali, B-A-L-I 925, and it was on a kind of elastic thing, and I had an old broken necklace that Jack soldered together after I put them on, and it's held it beautiful. So anyway, if you want to see that video, I'm going to pin it below in the comment sections. There'll be a picture of me with my comment, and that's where it'll be, right under the video. You can watch that video if you want. So let's get on to this because time flies, and I'm just going to point this better down at the sink for you. I think that should about do it. There we go. So, I neglect this plant. This plant, usually on watering day, which is orchid watering day, I give it a little water and fill it up to here. So once a week it gets some water. I use tap water. Our tap water is not fluorinated, but it's chlorinated. Now, I just use it. They say a lot of times don't use it. That's all I've ever used since May 5th, 2018. But I'll show you what I do. And really, every once in a while, there's some dead ones in here, and once in a while I clean it up, but I haven't for months. I have not gone into this plant for maybe 3 months, maybe even more. So other than give it water from the tap, I do nothing, but I want to show you what I have done. Now, this little doodad was in there too. It wasn't on this barbecue skewer, but it was in there, and it was kind of nice. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure you got, if you're fooling around with these glass beads, make sure you got something in your sink so they don't go down. So I have this big rubber thing for emergencies, and I'm going to dump this into this creamer. There. Now, this hasn't been done in ages, and I see I got a couple not looking too good in there. Now, the water doesn't get smelly because I've got charcoal in there, and that helps keep the water sweet. So that will just get really rinsed, and I'll spray a little bit of Lysol on it and rinse it good. So, oh boy, you can tell I haven't been into this, but I have have to be rinsed really good. There. Now the water fill in there. And I should rinse this one out too. It feels okay. I think a little bit of charcoal in there does help. But I have to tell you, it's been months since I've done this and I'm definitely bad. And I can see it's a problem. So what I need to do is, it's tied together. These were on it. They had some, it was just holding everything together. It's some kind of ribbon, wire type ribbon. So that needs to come off. It's kind of wire type ribbon. Okay, now we got some bad ones in here because I've neglected it. Now most of them look okay, but we will take these ones out. These are some little ones that I've stuck back in that were off the top, and they're starting to root. So let's take the bad ones out. There's a bad one. That's the original green they put on, because when I have to wax the top of one, I just take a tea light and I light it up, and then I wax the top, but the sprouts are coming out from the side. So I wax the top, I just dip the top in the little tea light and wax it. So that one's okay. There's two really bad ones in here. I think the rest are okay, so we want to get these out of here. Those would be the ones that are, see this? This is what neglected. But the rest are good. I'm going to pull them out because they're yellow. And that's just, that's good. I think the rest are good. But I think I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to give it a good rinse under the water. So, you know, a lot of places say don't use tap water, use filtered water. I never have. I've always used my tap water. And I don't see any other rotten ones in there. There was those two, but it's been months. So surprisingly, and how old this is, you can get more by, if you have a long one. There's another little one that I stuck off the top and it's growing. So, this is just yellow leaves here. So, I think we're okay. The rest is okay. I see a yellow one way back in there. But green is growing out the top, so I think we're good. So I'll take this one that's growing and has a little root, and I'll put it in. And then I'll take this wire, real good rinse. So apparently, because I wasn't going to fool around with the water, apparently it doesn't seem to mind. Doesn't seem to mind at all. I don't know if I can undo this. Oh yeah. I never have. Oh, it's a tight knot. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this back along the bottom, and then that will hold it together. So I'm just, it's a wire ribbon, very strong wire ribbon. Make sure the roots are down. And I'm just going to tie it at the bottom to hold it together. And just wrap it around like that. I just wrapped it so the next time I have to take it out, it's a little easier. So those are even the original things. And then I'm just going to take the little ones that were starting to grow. And they have little roots, and I'm just going to stick them behind the wire. These two, I say no. So from very bad neglect, I've lost two, but that's okay because it's still alive. So then I had to upgrade it. It grew so much. It was just, you know, there wasn't much of it that was any good when I got it. So there, and then all I do is I filled up. I want this to sit high because it really doesn't want to sit. So I filled up the whole bottom with these beads and the charcoal. And I think the charcoal is stop the water from going bad. Same charcoal I'm leaving in there. Okay, now let's put that in there. And I've got it just sitting like that. And then, I won't leave it this one. And I just put some of these back on the top. Yeah, I didn't want to lose it. It was all white and kind of sad looking. But I had a small plant too, and they kind of got joined together over time, but it's growing very tall. It's been growing good. And it looks kind of nice in an area in the living room that doesn't get much light. I'll show you when we do our tour where it is. So there we go. And one more. I don't have to, if I had a real tall one, I could cut it in half and I could put some wax on the top because it would start to shoot side shoots out where it grows, but wax the top. And that's what I did here, and they've been growing taller and taller. So now it gets some water. It's so simple and easy. I don't know why I left it so long. So I'll quickly go put it in where it belongs, and then when we do our tour you can see where it goes. I'll be just a minute. Whoops. There. Whoops. I can't see what I'm doing, but I'm over here. Now let's see if I can move this way. Get that box in. There it is. Okay. Okay, now the box for cold weather, but not just cold weather. For in the summer, like I have brought orchids home in the car. They fell over. I'm sitting with my lap and they don't fit. So this box is made just with cardboard and glue. And I have to admit, I didn't do it. I started to do it, but you know, there's how I do things and how Jack does things. And he is more meticulous than me. So he said, oh, I'll do it. So it's just cardboard and glue. There's no metal, staples, nails, or anything. But we did have some of these hard corners that came on a pallet of something that we got delivered. So he's used those in the corners, and he just, I think it's 13 by 13 by 13. And I forget how, 12 by 12 by 12, he said. He's with Maggie in the other room. And it's, I'm 5'4" and it's to my waist. I forget how tall we made it. I think it's 36 inches. We made it 36 inches. And he's designed it. Let me put it up here and see if I can get that better. Yeah. Okay. There it is. So these all slide in and out. And so I can put my orchid in, and then these go in, and they slide down, so it's protected. Now if it's summer, it's quite happy like that. It's not going to tip over in the car. It can fit behind the front seat. I could put a seat belt on it. And I have lots of these little things, and one will even go on the top if it's cold. And it's very strong and sturdy. And then Jack says today, well, you know, just how many orchids are we going to be bringing home? Well, oh, not too many, I don't think. Anyway, it's really good. It's got a top. It'll be good for protection. It'll be good for little puppies. No. So anyway, it's going to fit in the car, and during cold weather, I'm going to do a paint job on it. I'll show you when it's done. I think I'll just paint the outside, maybe put Jacqueline's orchids on it. I can take it in the store when I get my orchids, and hardly anybody, there's a lady in Blind Bay, hi, not too far from here, but hardly any local people know how to look after the orchids. So many people throw them away. We've gone to garage sales where someone will say, oh, they think they're dried bulbs. There's nothing there. They've been like that in dry dirt, and they think they're going to grow again. No. So I'm thinking I should have a little bumper sticker, and maybe some people might watch the video and learn that every year they can go on giving beauty to you. And so anyway, I'm going to paint it. I'll show you when that's done. And now we're going to do a plant tour of all my plants upstairs. Mom has some downstairs. So we're going to do a tour of that. And I'm just sharing this for Valentine's Day. So let's do our tour. So I could show you close up here, up the box. So all those go in and out. The top slides in. It can be completely covered. I'm not painting the inside, but I will paint the outside. And this is just glued on. So been so cold, you had to bring it in by the little heater downstairs and dry it. So, and I just stuck some little hearts and for Valentine's Day. Okay. Oh, I have to show you my Valentine's present. Actually, for Jack and I, there's no Valentine orchid today, but this is what I got. This is so nice because you see where we live, you can't get any radio. There's one local station. I can pick up a bit of some people far away. It's staticky, it's awful, and I can't get any FM music. So he got this. I was listening to all oldies. I was listening in London to Caroline's older ones. It sounds beautiful, and you can listen to so many things. So I don't have to hear the news. I don't have to hear about the disease brainwashing me day after day. I can just listen to flashback music, oldie goldies. So, yeah, so seeing I'm over this side, we'll go look at the Hoya. This is the one that I put on a tomato cage, cut the bottom off of a tomato cage, and it's been growing. It loves this. And it's in the north window, so it gets a bit of light, seems to like it here. And I moved the rabbit's foot fern to this window, and I started watering it more. Some people say don't water it and everything. I find I water it, watering day for all my plants. That's the day they get watered, and it has been happier. And I can tell by the little new shoots coming, and so it's definitely perking up. And down here I have, this one's getting new leaves. It's getting a bit of lower light, so it's like a prayer plant. It's there we go. So I put it in this old urn we had picked up somewhere. Someone threw it out, I think. So yeah. And my Christmas cactus here, I got rid of one. I gifted it. So, oh, and the ZZ plant. Now this is a gigantic ZZ plant that I repotted. I did a video of it. Like, I took it out of a normal pot, and this is an urn I had, plastic one from outside. Or was it plastic or what? Oh, it's yeah, it's some kind of plastic, but thick. And it got repotted, and it's been growing like really good. It sort of gets sheltered light, and very healthy, getting lots of new shoots. The only thing they say these are poisonous, so if you got little kids or pets that might chew on them, but I've never had like the leaves fall off or had any trouble with it. And somebody, I think it was Joanne, one of our subscribers, I think she brought a black one home, and I was telling my daughter she'd love it, so I need a plant room. I need to win the lottery. So, okay, over to the window. This pot is still waiting for an orchid. There was orchids in the grocery store, but none any better than what I had or any different colors. So, I still love the color of this one. I love, even from the back, it's just, it is beautiful. These are still in bloom. This one's been in bloom a long time now. Moonglow's still in bloom. Still trying to bring out some more. I've been using my little clothes pigs. And the butterflies in some places. This is a little butterfly on a clothes peg with its name on it. And of course, next year this time, there'll be flowers in this basket. Yes, there will. Okay. And then we should have flowers here for another couple months, maybe 3 months, maybe more. So, okay, let's go in the other room. Now, let's see. This, the one in the, was a plastic from an old heater, and it's beautiful. I call it clouds of white, naturally. So it's quite happy. I've got everything moved away from the back of the window. The dendrobiums don't mind the extra cold so much, but of course these have been in bloom at least a month now. And this one's just opening. I call it angel wings. And the big lip hasn't opened yet. And this one is starting to open. This pot is waiting for an orchid, but I just got that one sitting on it for now. This is a old candle stand, $5 at a grad sale where Jack made the thing to hold my antique pot. And of course the other ones are ones we made from traffic cones. So let's have a look at the dendrobiums. Now this is the one that had 3 flowers last year. They were just beautiful. And in here, I thought they were kites coming, but I think they might be flowers. And there's another bud coming down here, and there was some more over here. Okay. The big stalk doesn't have any, but this is where the flowers came before. And once I thought they were keikis and picked them off, but from now on I wait and see. And this one that has never flowered, it's loaded. It has buds all over the place. Back there it has buds. Over here. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So, I have my, because of this really cold weather and the furnace was running so much, I have my misters running for, you know, when we get up to when we finish dinner. And it's keeping the windows pretty good, considering the furnace, about 60. So. And then over here, I just have this fountain we picked up at a garage sale. We played around with. But at least it's moving water. And I did add a pebble tray in the other room. I should show you that. And here is where the lucky bamboo is. Okay, so I should show you the pebble tray. Just to add a little more humidity in this room, I put this and I filled it with water. It's just a little bit humidity because this one is just under 50, but then this one says just over 50. So considering how cold and dry and the furnace being on, we're doing pretty good. So it's nice to just stare at this window while I'm in the kitchen baking and cooking and listening to my music. So thanks everybody, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm saying this on the advice of some subscribers. Bye now.